This is Jason with Glitch in the System. Today I'm going to do a review of a Udemy course by Mark Price and the team at Devslopes. It is called iOS 10 and Swift 3 from Beginner to Paid Professional. I know I am a bit late on this review, but I wanted to highlight this course because it has a ton of great features and a ton of great material in it. So it is still completely viable today. Let me give you a quick overview of the course. So the course is 71 hours of video. There are multiple uh, projects that you will be working on. And let me go down to the list of lectures here. So you can see there's tons of stuff in here that you're going to be learning. Just Swift in general. You're going to be learning how to use GitHub. You're going to be learning how to use CocoaPods, learning all about core data. One thing that I really like that they teach in here is that they teach about protocols. So protocols is a pretty advanced topic, and it is really important that you know what these are. If you go into a development shop, they are definitely going to be using protocols, and if you know how to use it before you go in there, you are going to be ahead of the game against your peers who might be just entry level. So that's really great that they included it in there. Other things they included in here, there's a lot of uh, emphasis on design because that's kind of like the iOS way. Things need to be designed well. So they teach you all about auto layouts and stack views, and they actually give you some lessons on how to use Sketch 3 to do some design mockups. Other things that's in here, using APIs to interact with the app, uh, which is very critical for the apps today. And what I love is that they included their online bootcamp sessions here. So if you wanted to go through that, also you can do that. And probably my most favorite part of this course is that they included a section on Objective C. So I know you paid for a Swift 3 course, but just remember that Objective C has a big presence out there in the apps today. So uh, for example, my first job as an iOS developer, I went in and all I did was learn Swift. But when I started the project, I quickly found out that Objective C was what I was working on. So I went back to these videos and quickly caught myself up on learning Objective C, and that pretty much got me through the beginning phases of the project, and I was able to be an effective team member. Okay, so let me show you my folder here. So that was 10. Okay, so this is the Devslopes one. So here are all the projects that we work on through this course. You can see there are a lot of them. Um, it's great. Probably the most interesting for me, or the most fun that I had with for a project, was the Pokédex. So let me go ahead and open that guy up. So I am going to run this. Alright, so what the Pokédex is, it's basically, as you can see, it shows all the Pokemon, I think it was 101 Pokemon from the original game. And you can go into them and get their information, bios, moves, all this stuff. This app is one of their later lessons because this uses pretty much everything. This uses I believe core data. It uses APIs, all that stuff. So this is, if you were to make this sort of app and publish it to the App Store, this is a pretty high quality app for there. Let's take a look at the code real quick. So let me point out that they are teaching you how to use the MVC model, so model view controller, which is very important also. I have noticed that a lot of courses on Udemy that teach iOS do not teach you MVC. They just do all the work inside of the view controller file itself. So knowing how to structure this and do it in this way is going to put you ahead of the game once you go interview, because this is basically what is expected at bare minimum, knowing how to do this sort of thing. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, let me compare their new course. So this is the iOS 10 Swift 3. They also put out an updated iOS 11 and Swift 4 class. I have not taken this class yet, but I'm sure it's full of great content. But a couple things to notice, that the number of hours is 43.5 as compared to the 71 hours that we had. And if you scroll down to the curriculum, notice that they don't have the Objective-C material in here. They don't have the boot camp. So that's part of the missing hours, but there's also a lot of content that was covered in the iOS 10 course that is not covered in here from first look. So if you're thinking about getting this class, you might want to get the iOS 10 Swift 3 class first, because I think it gives you more information, more breadth of information that would be helpful, and you can probably figure out the differences between Swift 3 and Swift 4 to update your code if needed. Or you can go ahead and buy the Swift 4 version of the class also. They're only $10 right now, and usually they go on sale for $10. So it wouldn't hurt. It's only an extra $10. So, but that's pretty much it. Big thumbs up for the team at Devslopes. You did a great job on making this course. I'm a big fan, and that's it. Thanks, guys.